chicken pot pie, golden crust, yum. These are super thick, you can see. It smells so good with the gravy. What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be making a homemade chicken pot pie. This was requested by username Taylor Pruk, P-R-U-K. Hopefully I said that correctly. So thank you so much Taylor for this request. I got this recipe on sallysbakingrecipes.com. This is what it looks like. And also I got the pie crust recipe off of this website as well. I will go ahead and have all the ingredients in the description box below for you guys. Of course, you don't have to make a homemade pie crust. You can always buy store-bought, that's just as good. But I went ahead and prepared the pie crust. It's sitting in the fridge, been in the fridge for about 2.5 hours at this point. So yeah, I will go ahead and show you the clips of me making the pie crust right now. So I have everything prepped, and as you saw, I already prepared the pie crust. It's still in the fridge, gonna take that out once we prepare the filling. But I have some chicken broth here, I have some thyme, salt, pepper, and what else? Flour. I didn't say flour. And then I also have some half and half. 1 pound of chicken, some celery. I chopped up some carrots and onion. So I'm gonna go grab those out of the fridge really quick. They've been in the fridge for a few hours, so onion, celery. So here is the chicken diced up and celery, carrots. So we're gonna cook this first. We're gonna bring this to a boil with some water. I have a large skillet right here on the stove. So I'm just gonna add these ingredients first to the skillet, cover it with some water. This is onion and garlic. It smells so good. We will cook this in a separate skillet when we prepare our gravy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these to the side over here. And cream, chicken broth. I'm gonna read the instructions really quick to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, bring to a boil. So we're gonna cover it with water, bring it to a medium-high heat, allow that to come to a nice boil. Then we're gonna allow it to boil for 10 minutes. We're gonna remove it from the heat, drain it, and set it aside. So let's go ahead and start the skillet on a medium-high heat. Turning on the skillet right now. Skillet's on a medium-high heat. Let's go ahead and add our celery, chicken. Gonna get some water. We're gonna add just enough water to cover our ingredients here. Let's go ahead and push this down. Just like so. And then let's add some water. Gonna need some more water. That is perfect. Yeah, this should be good. I'll add a little bit more. That's good. All right. Now we're just going to turn this up to the highest heat as possible. And we're gonna bring it to a boil. So yeah, once that comes to a nice boil, we can go ahead and let that cook for 10 minutes, boil for 10 minutes. But let's go ahead and read what else there is to do. Okay, so once we drain our chicken, we're gonna go ahead and start another skillet over medium-high heat. We're gonna combine the butter, onions, and garlic. We're gonna stir that, and we're gonna cook that until the onions are translucent and the butter is slightly browning. Then we're gonna whisk in the flour, salt, black pepper, thyme, chicken broth, and half. So all the remaining ingredients we will add once our butter is nice and brown and our onions are translucent. Okay guys, so the water has come to a nice boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer for 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, counting down.
Okay guys, it's been 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat. I'm gonna drain the chicken and vegetables and then put the skillet back on a medium-high heat. And then we can go ahead and add our butter, our onion, our garlic, and then our flour. So I'm gonna turn the heat off. Turn the heat off. And then I'm just going to drain our chicken and vegetables. Drain it. Okay guys, now I'm just gonna add the skillet back to a medium-high heat. And then I'm gonna grab the butter out of the fridge. I put it back in the fridge to keep it cold. But I'm gonna grab the butter, and then we can add our butter, and then we can cook up our onion and garlic first. And then we can go ahead and add our flour, thyme, salt, pepper. Turn it on. Grab the butter really quick. Butter. Okay guys, gonna go ahead and add the butter to the skillet. You guys see me? 5 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter, to the skillet, just like so. Our boiled chicken and vegetables. Just gonna set this aside until we need it. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and add our onion and our garlic to our skillet. And then we can go ahead and whisk in the flour as well. But as you guys can see, it's melting nicely. My little spoon. Gonna go ahead and add our onion and our garlic. And I'm gonna cook this on a medium heat. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on a medium heat. And we're just gonna let this cook until the onions become translucent. So I'm gonna give it a few minutes. So yeah guys, we're gonna let those onions cook in the butter until they become nice and translucent. And then we can go ahead and, let me double check here. Double check with the recipe. Let's see here. Yep, we're going to whisk in our flour, salt, pepper, thyme, and then we're gonna add in the heavy whipping cream, chicken broth. Okay guys, the onions are nice and translucent. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the flour, salt, pepper, thyme, and whisk that in. We have our flour and our seasonings. And you can always add more thyme, more salt, or pepper if you want. I'm just following the recipe. I'm gonna grab a whisk. Forgot to grab my whisk. I'm gonna whisk that in. I have this on a medium heat still. Give it a few minutes though. To give the flour a few minutes to cook, and then I'll go ahead and add the chicken broth and our half and half. All right guys, as you can see, it is cooking up nicely. And it's nice and brown. I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken broth. I still have this on a medium heat right now. I'm gonna turn it up just a tad. I'm just gonna whisk this up. I'm gonna go ahead and add the half and half. And just gonna whisk that in. And I'm gonna let this cook for a few minutes and allow it to get thick. Just gonna keep an eye on it and keep whisking it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and turned the heat down to a really, really low heat, just so it can simmer a little bit. I'm gonna let it simmer for about 10 minutes because we want a really thick gravy. So I'm gonna keep stirring it up and whisking it up so that way it can get nice and thick. So probably about 5 more minutes and it should be done. And then I'll take it off the heat, but just keep an eye on it and have it keep stirring it up and allow it to get really, really thick. Okay guys, our gravy is nice and thick, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat and I'll show you guys what it looks like. And stirring it up, it was so delicious. So here's our super thick gravy. As you can see, looks so good, right? Nice and thick, delicious gravy. It smells so good. So yeah, this is super thick gravy. I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side so it can cool off a little bit. And then I'm gonna grab put this over here. And then I'm gonna grab one of the dough portions out of the fridge. I'm gonna leave the other one in there so that way it doesn't get warm. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of flour on the surface here. And I'm gonna roll out the first disc to get a nice flat, just roll it out nice and flat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add that to our pie dish, 9-inch pie dish here. So this is what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna go get some flour, sprinkle it on the surface just a little bit, and then roll out our first dough portion. Then get a little bit of flour so it doesn't stick. Dough has been in the fridge for like 3 hours. So here is our first little dough portion for the bottom of our pie. Shortening and butter, lots of fat. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dough out, but let me just show you guys the process here. Get my camera ready. Okay, oopsie. Camera is sliding. Fix my camera. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of flour to our surface. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and open up our first dough portion. And it's really stuck on there. Just going to roll this out, lift this up, keep rolling this out. Okay guys, I went ahead and added the first part of our pie crust to the dish. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken and vegetable mixture to our pie crust. Okay. And I forgot to preheat the oven. I need to look up what we need to preheat our oven to. Let me check that. But as you guys can see, here's our pie dish filled with our chicken and vegetables. So I'm gonna place this guy to the side. And let me just check what we need to preheat our oven to really quick. We're gonna preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 218 degrees Celsius. So I'm gonna preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Our gravy in a spatula. Gotta fix my messy area. Put this over here. And then I'm going to simply flatten out our second pie crust and place it on top of the dish. Forgot to mention we need 1 cup of peas, frozen peas to be exact. Place these all over the top of our pie. Scatter them everywhere. But here's our peas on the top. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll this second dough portion out. Okay guys, I went ahead and added the gravy and the second pie crust on the top. And then I placed some slits in the center so that way the dough can breathe as the pie is cooking. Now I'm gonna be adding 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of milk for our wash to brush all over the top. I'm just going to simply spread this all over the top of our crust here. Give it a nice gold color. So yeah, I just want to add a good amount of this egg wash so that way you can get a nice color. And then I will go ahead and add it to the oven. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add our chicken pot pie to the oven. Let's just check and see how long we need that to cook for. Bake for 32 to 38 minutes. Okay, so set a timer for 35 minutes.
35 minutes, counting down.
Oh, okay. So after 20 minutes of baking, we're gonna cover the edges of the pie with aluminum foil, or you can use a pie crust shield to prevent the edges from getting too brown. Okay guys, it's been about 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the timer. You guys can see that. Just gonna pause it. Gonna take it out of the oven. Okay, and I'm gonna place this back in the oven carefully. And I'm gonna turn on my timer. Okay guys, the timer went off, so our pie is done. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it out of the oven really quick. Smells delicious. Aluminum foil. Wow, smells so delicious. Here's our delicious chicken pot pie, golden crust. Thankfully it did hold together even though I didn't cut the butter properly for the flour. Still looks really good. Yeah, it smells so good. Chicken pot pie, homemade chicken pot pie. Yum. But as you can see and hear, it's bubbling, it's super hot. Let this cool off before I slice a piece with you guys. Okay guys, so here's our delicious chicken pot pie. As you can see, it fell apart when I plated it, but it smells so good. And yeah, look at that, the inside with the gravy, yum. Wow, it's super hot, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited, it smells so good. go ahead and try a piece or a taste. Here's that chicken. Yum. That gravy, oh my word. I'm gonna get a piece of that crust underneath. Crust. Buttery, flaky. Wow, super flaky. Wow, oh my word, that crust is so delicious. That crust is so light and flaky. Guys, so good. Look at that steam. I don't know if you can see the steam. Super hot, but it's so good. Crispy but flaky, golden. It's so good. So good. So to drink, I've tried this brand but not this flavor. It's called Roar Organic Complete Hydration Drink. This one is the mango clementine flavor. Yeah, I've never tried this flavor. I'm pretty sure I haven't. 90% sure I haven't tried this flavor. I tried their strawberry, I believe, or watermelon. But yeah, mango clementine. Complete hydration drink. Cheers. It's really good. Very light flavor. Yeah. I wonder what's in here. Coconut water, I think. Yeah, coconut water. Antioxidants A, C, and E. Vitamins C, B5, B6, B12. Electrolyte infused hydration. Really good. And very, very light. Not sugary. It's really good. Although I do love sugary drinks. Don't get me wrong. Oh my word. So good. Yeah, I love that. Love this recipe. Whew. Hot. Truly is so delicious. Use that flaky crust. Look at that. So flaky. Melts in your mouth. Butter, shortening, flour. I have to drink because I don't want to burn my mouth. So good. I love those pre-made frozen chicken pot pies that you can buy at the grocery store. You just heat them up in the microwave. They're so good. But of course, homemade is amazing. Gives it that extra zing, I guess. But the frozen ones are really good. They're like $1 or something. Last bite. Last bite. Piece fell. Excuse me. Whew. Okay guys, that was so delicious. Thank you so much, Taylor, for this request. Wow, so good. Definitely worth making homemade, and I'm so glad I tried this. So yeah guys, I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I always should have stayed.